Welcome to the first ever webcast of A Director's Coffee. Today we'll start with a short presentation about the Board of Trustees, followed by a presentation on the results of our self-study. In a separate webcast, I'll give a brief update on the construction on campus. The annual general meeting will be on Thursday, April 20th. All ISD parents are invited to attend and learn more about our school. The annual election of trustees will be starting soon. ISD trustees must be parents or legal guardians of an enrolled ISD student. Trustees serve 2 years. We are seeking individuals with a commitment to ISD and our guiding statements, the ability to work as a team player with a diverse international group, and an interest in strategic issues related to ISD's present and future educational quality and development. See the JAG Journal for more information. Now we move on to the accreditation process. ISD is accredited by 3 groups: the Council of International Schools in Europe, Middle States Association in the United States, and the International Baccalaureate Organization, which allows us to offer the IB diploma. Through the accreditation process, we compare our school with an established set of standards for international schools. A team of educators then visits the school to verify the results of our self-study. Accreditation provides an independent review of our school. Being accredited by CIS, MSA, and IBO is something that prospective parents and teachers look for, as it is a sign of a high-quality school. Accreditation is also essential for our students who are applying to universities in the United States, Canada, and Europe. The colleges want students who are coming from accredited high schools. Most importantly, pursuing accreditation, and the self-study in particular, provides a process to improve the school. The accreditation process began in August 2015 and will take 19 months to complete. In October 2015, a 2-person team did a preparatory visit to the school to do an initial evaluation and train the staff on how to complete the process. Over 400 members of our community completed a survey provided by the Council of International Schools. The results were used in the development of the self-study. The major part of the process was a self-study conducted by teams of educators, parents, and trustees, where the teams took a critical look at our school's programs and practices. Last year, teams of teachers from pre-K through grade 12 compared our educational programs in the 7 major academic departments to the CIS MSA teaching and learning standards. Each subject team prepared a report detailing our areas of strength and areas in need of strengthening. This year, new teams of educators compared ISD to the teaching and learning standards, this time by school: elementary, middle, and high school. Other committees, comprised of teachers, administrators, staff, parents, and board members, examined different aspects of the school. These were sections C to G of the self-study. Governance and leadership looked at how the school is governed. Faculty and support staff examines the teachers, their qualifications, and our human resource practices. How the school supports students who have learning differences or learning English as an academic language was considered by the Access to Teaching and Learning Committee. School cultures and partnerships looked at how we are helping students learn about Senegal and giving back to the community. Operational systems examined the school's financial plans, internal controls, and facilities management. Each committee prepared a report. Finally, a committee reviewed all the various reports and completed Part 3, Strategies for Improvement, which determined the top areas of strength and the top areas in need of strengthening at ISD. The top areas of strength are: school community. ISD is a positive learning community. The programs and facilities are a focal point for us, and there are productive homeschool partnerships. The school's guiding statements are alive and embedded in the school's culture and programs. Challenge, create, change are part of our daily vocabulary. Our core values, creativity, open-mindedness, responsibility, and excellence are well known. Students are recognized by their teachers for displaying these traits. ISD provides appropriate support and resources to implement the curriculum. The faculty is well qualified and sufficient in number. The school facilities provide for an effective delivery of the educational programs. They are well maintained and supported with effective technology. The curriculum is aligned with the school's mission and vision. It is culturally diverse and supports global citizenship. There is systematic reporting to parents through a variety of teacher-developed assessments as well as standardized tests. The curriculum is challenging and is able to support students with varied needs. Children with learning differences are given support to learn by well-qualified professionals. Our teachers are well equipped to provide both academic and social-emotional interventions as needed. The students have access to advice from the school counselors on academic, personal, career, and higher education. Social-emotional skills are directly taught at all 3 levels. The school provides significant funding for both school-mandated and personally selected professional development activities. The faculty have input into planning professional development activities which reflect the needs of our teachers. The board provides ethical leadership and effective support for the current and long-term future of the school. There is a strong financial management for the near and long term that supports the school's programs and viability. Management of funds is consistent with best practices. Next, we're going to take a look at the areas in need of strengthening, or we could also call them areas of improvement. We need to have a clearly articulated vision of quality learning and define practices that support student achievement and reflect the school's mission. Teachers want a defined schedule with times to review the curriculum, analyze student data, plan with other teachers including learning support in ELL, and share instructional strategies, as well as specific time allotted for horizontal and vertical meetings. We need to ensure that our instructional units are documented online, and they include curriculum standards, learning objectives, and assessments. We need to increase our student support and clearly define a delivery program for both learning support students and ELL in both the middle school and high school. Establish clear standards for admission, including language proficiency for each division, and clearly articulate the process to all stakeholders. The teachers would like time and funding for identified areas of improvement, including using our standardized test results, math, and French. Increase opportunities for students to interact with the host country nationals in meaningful ways to improve cultural awareness and promote global citizenship. We need to continue to develop student leadership through authentic service learning activities. We need to develop policies and procedures for how the school would respond to a student who's being abused or neglected. This is a growing area of focus for the accrediting agencies. Teachers, counselors, and administrators will continue to implement practices to create a climate of trust where the students will respect each other. We need to create a committee to actively monitor conditions at schools, including food preparation, bathroom cleanliness, water fountains, as well as overseeing the emergency drill procedures. And finally, develop a process to assess the school's success of our guiding statements and progress towards achieving our strategic goals. The school is committed to continuous improvement, and our path forward is defined by both our 6 strategic goals on the left of the slide and the 11 areas in need of strengthening on the right of the slide. The challenge is to figure out how to accomplish both of these in a reasonable amount of time. The first thing is to look for overlap between the strategic plan and 11 areas in need of strengthening. The strategic plan goals are in black lettering, and the areas of improvement are in white lettering. Developing a common teaching and learning philosophy, as well as having a well-documented curriculum, will lead to an improved IB program. Service learning provides great opportunities for students to develop leadership competencies, and improving student social and emotional skills will help foster respect among the students. The other two strategic goals are shown here in blue. Students performing complex works of art relates to the construction of our new Performing Arts Center. This goal is well underway. The goal of developing students' talents and passions may have to wait for another year or so while we make progress on the areas of improvement from the self-study. Many of the areas in need of strengthening, shown here in green, can be accomplished or will be well underway in the next 12 months. Each area will be assigned to a different committee or administrator. We will need to make sure that the people we task have the time to make significant progress in these areas. It is important to understand that this is a large list of goals. These will be our focus over the next 2 years. We will not have the time or bandwidth to take on other new initiatives. The self-study, currently over 300 pages, is being edited and will be sent to CIS and MSA at the end of the month. The visiting team will be here from April 22 to 28. The community will be invited to a reception to meet with the visitors on the afternoon of April 23. During their stay, the visiting team will meet with each committee and visit every classroom on campus. They'll provide an initial report for us on the afternoon of April 28, and then a final decision on our accreditation will be made and sent to us in May or June.